How's it going? Welcome back. It's Jonathan. Okay, so in this video, it's going to be a bit of an instructional video and also a demonstration for those who are in our monthly Gann forecasting service. So there's a few things that we include in our monthly forecasting service. We have turn dates, we have astro phenomena, and we also have the expected market curve for the year ahead, or at least in this case, the month ahead. For those of you who join the yearly forecast, you'll be getting, the bigger cycles, the ones that play out over a long term, such as that year cycle and the dominant cycles that are likely to occur over the year. But for those who want that monthly system, this is going to be for you. Now, please do not enter this if you are someone who has a belief system that cannot be changed. If you're, for example, I'm just going to put it out there, if you're hardcore religious, this is not for you. I'm going to be showing you stuff that is going to go against your religion, and in that instance, you either come into this group with an open mind or you just don't enter it at all. Okay, so if you're a hardcore Christian, please, this is not going to work for you, because I'm going to be showing you stuff such as the astro phenomena, which is going to go against everything you've read in the Bible, everything you've been indoctrinated with. So I'm just going to put it out there, not for you. Okay, so don't join. I don't want to hear about it. If you're, however, someone who's open to a change of mind, etc., then this could be for you. So I'm going to show you one part of this monthly forecasting service where we look at the angle of the stock market, okay? Now, this angle of the stock market is going to be based primarily around the Gann Mass Pressure Chart, and it's going to go 1 month ahead at a time, 1 month ahead, 1 month ahead. I'm not going to be showing you the turn dates because that's going to overcomplicate this video, and it's all going to have to be done, all together. So once you've got the turn dates, once you've got the astro phenomena, once you've got the market direction, this is how you would use the service. Okay, I'm going to show you kind of how it works. So I'm going to go forward in time. So at the moment, this video, it's the end of December 2023. So yeah, Merry Christmas. And we're at December 2022 here, but however, let's say, for example, we wanted to forecast what was likely to occur in January. I'm going to go through the whole year, at least up until 26th of December 2023, just to show you over time how this would have worked or how it could have worked for you. Should you have applied it, or should you have used this new service that we've only just brought out, but how it would have worked and how I've used it, for example. So we go forward a month. So we're going to go forward a month. And when you join, you'll get a curve. This is going to be, for example, a curve that you're going to get. And it's going to suggest that perhaps prices are likely to fall. Now, what happens if prices don't fall? Well, we try to aim for at least 7 out of 10 accurate months. In a year, you'd be looking to hopefully be able to capture at least 70 to 80, maybe even 90% of the move for the year. And basically, we would move forward 1 day at a time, and we would track how this would, I really wish it didn't go forward on me, how we would track how it moved for the month. And I've got calendar days turned on. So in this instance, the market would be looking to rise up for a little bit and then fall for the remainder of the month, down into the end of January. So we'd be going forward. The market is deviating from that forecast, so it is currently trending higher. And then that's the end of the month. So you'd see that the market rose up, you were getting a little rise here, and then a decline. And then it was at this point here that the market stopped declining before rising up. Okay, so let's go forward another month. So you'd go into month 2 of your subscription or whatever, and it would be suggesting that perhaps the market was likely to go down and then rise into the end of the month. So we'd be looking for the market to move down. So the market has kind of moved sideways and down, and we'd be looking for that end of month sort of rally to occur. And the market in this case has deviated from that, forcing lower. But don't worry, because as we zoom out, we'll get the curve, the total curve is trending down. So I'll give it to you 1 month at a time, but you'll be able to see the total curve, okay? So now we're going to go forward into March. Okay, so this is March, so we're looking for a low to occur possibly second week before a rally. The markets move down, and then the market starts to move up into the rally, and then starts to move down at the end of the month. Okay, so now what we have here, if we zoom out a bit, push higher into the start of the year for a substantial decline into March, So in this case here, we had, instead of the market falling low and trading sideways, it basically traded up here sideways, then caught up with the forecast before reversing into the peak, trading sideways. We now go into April. April is kind of sideways movement for the month. However, we have had a major low. If we zoom out now and we consider April, we have had a major low occur. So we'll now go forward in time and just take a look at April and see what happens. April is moving higher, lower, lower, higher. We get to the end of April. Okay, so now we zoom in. We take a look at the curve for the month. Sort of a move down, move up, kind of move down, move up, move down, move up. So it was kind of sideways overall compared to the forecast. Now we move out, so to give you the full year forecast so far. The forecast was suggesting down and then up and then sideways. However, we have broken the March top, which would generally be considered bullish. We did get some highs and lows captured on the monthly basis. However, the full year has gone a little off. Let's move forward. Now we're looking at May, so we are expecting from that low to the top sort of rising prices with potentially a top around the first and second week, second and third week. Go forward. Let's try to make sure it doesn't send us back. All right, so we moved up. We had a top, not the ultimate top, but the market did move down into this period. So if you were looking at the monthly basis, basically you would have been waiting for a low around here. And then if this is correct, we should be watching for an end of month rally. In this case, didn't occur, okay? So compared to the forecast, market was to rally higher, trade sideways, and then go higher. In this case, it traded higher, ran sideways, then ran lower. So we had an end of month inversion there. And this is the reality of it, okay? So far, let's take a look at the yearly basis. Looking for the market to move down, up, then down, then sideways, and now it looks like it's starting to trend higher. So let's go ahead and see what happens. And this is a nil adjustment. This doesn't include any turn days. This doesn't include any astro phenomena. This would be if you only followed one thing, and that would be the actual curve. I don't suggest following just the curve because we have to change the curve slightly based on the astro phenomena. For example, we could be suggesting that, look, there is an astro phenomena that is going to push the market lower or higher over a certain time. So we'd be using it all in combination. But if we were to just take one aspect, which would just be that curve, and you were trying to swing trade that, for example, that would be sort of what you're looking for. At the moment, you wouldn't have been buying this because the market was trending down. Once you got this sort of upward bias move now, then you'd be looking for entries. Let's go forward into June, and we can see that June should push higher. Let's get to the end of June. Push lower into June, and then higher. There's the end of June. Right there, so that was pretty accurate month, pretty spot on. This one here wasn't spot on, and this one here definitely wasn't spot on. That was a pretty good move. We'll now move into July, so this would be July. If we just have this thing down here, which is super annoying. Okay. We should be looking for rising prices, possibly a low first or second week, rising prices, then a sell-off. Alright, so we've gotten that low, now the rising price, now we're looking for a possible sell-off. Alright, there we go. Sort of see that movement. Now we're looking for August. August is suggesting possibly downward prices. Downwards here. And you'll know that this is the time period in the videos last time where I was suggesting that we could sell off around this time period. Go back to the last videos around August where we were looking for that top to come in. This is why, because we were following the curve. So now we'd be looking for a downward bias for August. Okay, so that would be what August would have looked like. Had a low here, then the market rallied higher, came down, didn't have a rally here, came down to the low before pushing higher. That would be your August month and the actual data. Then we go into September. September looks like it's pushing down again. So we'd wait to see what happened in September. You get them 1 month at a time, so I'm actually showing you more than what you'd get, the back history, but you get 1 month at a time. So push lower should be in September still. There's our push lower into that low, and then we should get a reversal. However, we know now that we actually moved down into October. So this would be now the October low, where we'd be looking for a rally in price with a top around mid-October, then a decline sort of the end of October. Give it, say, fourth week or so of October. We know that the market didn't actually push higher than up here, but on a monthly basis, if we just zoom in a bit, we'll be looking for top around 14th, and then the market to push lower. And then if we zoom out a little bit to the end of the month, we should be looking for the market to reverse around here. That would be your monthly forecast. So push higher, then lower, and then higher again. Now we move into November. November sees prices possibly trading sideways before our end of month rally. We do have some peaks and some troughs in there. However, the trend should be higher for the month. Okay, so yes, we just continue on. Go to the end of the month. Yeah, we should be expecting rising prices, trade sideways primarily till November, and then rising prices into end of November, then a decline. It just looks like it was bullish all the way. So the bias was long, however, we would have suggested a possible, quite a sharp decline actually, basically down to the starting point. However, bullish bias at the moment, and that was it. For December, basically prices are rising into the end of the year. Possible low, which if you were looking for an entry, possible low first to second week, depending on the weekday or how the week started, etc. So possible low coming in here, and then rising prices basically for the remainder of the year. Which if we, that's all the data we have. So the forecast would suggest rising prices into the end, and then we move into 2023, which I've already uploaded into the portal. So students, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and watch that. And basically that's it. So overlay the time cycles, the astro phenomena, and your turn dates. Make sure that the curve is aligning with the turn dates. Basically, if you're bullish, you want the turn dates to be hitting the bottoms. And if you're bearish, you want those turn dates to be hitting the tops. Now that you have the curve, I provided you the curve, you basically want to now overlay your actual turn dates and astro phenomena to confirm that, okay? Now, just one thing about this is not a buy or sell signal. This is research, okay? This is meant to help you plan your moves, help you to give you a bias. A lot of people don't have a bias for the month ahead. This is to help you give you a bias, okay? Now, I've decided for everyone who buys the yearly forecast, you're going to get free access to this already, okay? I'm going to give you free access. There's no more promotions on that. Everyone, if you buy the yearly forecast, you get this for free, okay? There's a lot more stuff I'm going to be adding to the monthly one, which doesn't suit the yearly one because it's got a different objective. But everyone who buys the yearly gets the monthly for free. If you're not in the monthly, if you bought the yearly and you're like, I'm not in the monthly, just go ahead and message me or whatnot, and I'll get you in the monthly one, okay? It's no problem. Everyone is entitled to the monthly one if you own the yearly. And if you own the monthly one and you want to upgrade to the yearly, just go upgrade to the yearly, and your monthly subscription can be cancelled, and you'll just have a 12-month subscription to this with your yearly subscription to the yearly forecast, okay? So if we look at the yearly forecast for 2023 now, this is basically the curve we have for the year. Falling prices, rising prices, falling prices. We had a slight, on a yearly basis, we had a slight inversion here where the market hit a low, ran up, then hit a lower low. If you were to do it on a monthly basis, these lows came in perfectly. However, you can see that the curve has provided us a very, very nifty forecast for the year ahead. So yes, if you want it, you're more than welcome. There's I only have one suggestion for you. If you have belief systems that cannot be changed, please, I don't want to morph your belief systems. Okay, I don't want to alter your belief systems. If you're open-minded and you want to get some new ideas on how the world works and how these cycles play out, and you want to see possibly the future before it occurs, then this is where you do it. Okay, I'm going to be showing you these things, and we try to get, as I said, we're not looking for 100% accuracy, because that doesn't exist, and I don't sell something that would have 100% accuracy. We're looking to give you a support system that is going to help you navigate the year at least 70 to 80% of the time. Okay, and when you overlay your time cycles, when you overlay your astro phenomena, it's just meant to be the additional research that you're possibly missing and that you weren't able to or didn't understand how to apply. Maybe you're excellent at technical analysis and now you want to get that bias. Is this pattern going to break higher or lower? What is the bias for that on the overall market? Well, now this is where you're going to do it, okay? A lot of people were calling for, we know a lot of people were calling for this market to collapse in 2023. You know that. Everyone was doomsday, and everyone was suggesting that this world is going to go into a recession, a major recession, the crash is going to come. You've all heard it. What did I say? I said, nah, we've got a few more years left of this baby boy. This market's going up. Real estate's going up. Stock market's going up. You just need to be ready. Yes, that doesn't mean the market's not going to fall. Okay, it has its ebbs and flows. But you got to know when to get out. You got a few more years left before you better get out of this thing. If you want to know when that's going to occur, well, you know where to find it, okay? You find it here on my channel. You find it in my groups. I've got it all. It's all here. It's all public for you. That's all I got, guys.